Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my wonderful viewers. Alright, there's something I want to talk about this time around. It's a thing of that is happening in our marriages today. It's about our society. It's very simple and not really simple. Okay, I want to talk about the chaos and the traumas that we face in our marriages today. These are something very, very bad. You know, I chatted with one woman some time ago, and she was complaining bitterly concerning what she is passing through in her marriage. And I asked another woman the same thing. So I asked series of women. So I was receiving almost the same complaints. So that's one of the reasons why I have come up to make this video. I have come to my realization, and it has come to my notice, that 75% of men do not know how to marry a wife. Oh yes, it might not sound that good the way we want to hear it, but the truth must be told. It has come to my realization that 75% of men do not really know how to marry a wife. Let's start it from number one. Number one question I want to ask here is this: who is a wife? They say a wife is a helpmate. Okay. Now let's bring it down to this perspective. Your wife is not a housemaid. She's not a hired servant either. Either is she a slave? No, she is not. She is your wife. She is part of your body. She is your completion as a man. So the complaints I got from many ladies and many women and many married women these days is that they are not being treated right, in the sense that most men treated or treats their wife as slave. They don't treat them as women. They don't treat them as wives. There are the way they treat them, which is not right. And I believe that we need to repent from it. During those days, our mothers, you can't compare the mothers of those days with women of these days, because I've been able to interact with many of them. And some of them told me there's no way they can be able to endure what their mothers endured. They cannot endure that. Okay, what are we going to do? We look at our various homes today, it is breaking. It is breaking like crackers. So what are we going to do? Should we continue like this? No. So my purpose of doing this video today is to talk to the men. We have passed a lot of blames to women. We have passed a lot of blames to women. And I believe it's a high time we men should address ourselves. And this calls for this video I am doing right now. This video is not for everybody. This video is for men that still want peace in their different homes. This video is for men that still want to continue with their marriages. It is not for everybody. It is not for boys, because a boy is not going to like this. A premature man is not going to like this. This is for men. Okay, so I want to start by addressing us this way. If you are a married man and you have a wife, number one thing you're gonna know about this woman is this. You have not married this woman. You did not got married to her to keep her at home as one of your properties. No, she's not a property. She's not a property. She's a human. That is number one. Because we have this mentality that as long as I have married her, she can be at home. So I now have the time to, go out there, live a life of a bachelor, live the same life I was living before I got married. Flex around. This is not fair. The women of these days will not tolerate that. If you want peace in your home, it is not fair. Let us tell ourselves the truth. They're not going to tolerate that. That is number one. Number two, you don't use an abusive words on your wife. Abusive words is prohibited. You don't use them on she, no matter how it is. Because there are some men I know today, the kind of insult they rain on their wives. They call them different names. It doesn't matter what happened. They call them different names. You don't use abusive words on her. Now, before I continue, bear it in mind that as a man that is ready to marry, marriage is a lot of responsibilities. Maybe some of you don't know this. Marriage carries a lot of responsibilities. Okay? So, you must have this in mind that as soon as you want to settle down as a man, bear it in mind that you have wake up to carry responsibility of this woman. That is number one. Then number two is this. The responsibility I'm talking about is not only financially. Of course, financial responsibility is number one priority. Then you now talk of herself. You're going to be looking at her face, because when you were chasing her, if she's not happy, you look at her face and ask her, why are you not happy? What's this? What's that? Now you have married this same woman. You don't care the way she looks. You don't even look at her hair. You don't even care how you don't even care about her feelings any longer. If she's okay, she's not okay, it's not your cup of tea. You don't even read her emotions. You don't take care of that. You don't think about it. So this is wrong. Their emotions requires attention. Your wife's emotions requires attention. Know this and know peace. Look at her face. If the face is not bright enough, ask her, what is the problem? Any pet name you normally call her the name. If you can't even call her the pet name, lower down your voice and ask her, what is the problem? Know what the problem is all about. There's one thing I know about women. Sometimes they carry their pains inside sometimes, and they'll be dying inside of it. So they need someone that can read these emotions and bring them closer. Sometimes you'll be asking them, they won't even say it. But they need someone that can bring them, carry their heads and put on his shoulder, ask them, open up, I am here for you. This is the kind of person they wanted as a husband. If you want your home as a man to flourish, please don't joke with this. It's going to help you. You'll have a nice home. You'll have a good home. You're going to have a lovely marriage. Believe me, I'm not joking. It is your duties and your responsibilities to study and read her feelings. You don't just dump her as a shit, dump her as a trash. because you have just married her, she's your property. No. Please, men, we should be careful with this. We should be careful with this. Your wife is your number one priority. Your wife is your number one priority. Bear it in mind today. She has been complaining that you don't have her time. She has been complaining that you don't treat her good, you don't treat her well, you talk to her anyhow. Those things that she's complaining are meant in those ways, unless you don't want to have a good home as a man. If you want to have a good home, you need to amend your ways. Amend your ways. It's a high time men should learn how to marry. Most men don't know how to marry wives, and that is why we are having chaos in our marriages today. I watched one, I think that was one video some time ago. The video was like, it was a display of a woman with a child. The woman was backing a child, She backed this child and she was still pounding. She's carrying a child and was pounding. And I was looking at the video. I saw the husband sitting down reading book, cross his legs and reading books. I was like, this is rubbish. What kind of thing is this? What is this? So it was just like a video, but this is what we see in our society. Can't that man help the woman to do some poundings? Are you getting what I'm saying? He's supposed to have helped the woman to do some of this pounding or carry the baby. Okay? So that's wickedness on high velocity. It's a high level of it. So you can't come home and just, as a man, this is a weekend, you're at home, she's at home, and there is a house to sweep, children, clothes are there to wash, food is there to prepare. And there are many things, if you don't have a child or if you don't have a housemaid that is assisting you guys on these domestic works. Men, as a man, you have to choose the stronger works at home and do them. She is your wife. If you truly love your wife, according to what the Bible ordered men to do, you need to choose the higher one, irrespective of the financial provision. There is no man that loves his wife that will be happy watching her suffering. I know that women has their own issue, but we're going to talk about that issue on the next video, not this video. Okay? All right, you don't leave this woman because you don't dump her because she's a woman, and you go out there living your own life and enjoying your life and, flexing your life with different girls out there. No. Whenever she wants to tell you one or two things that this way you are doing this, I don't like it, you raise your wall of defense. You begin to defend yourself. Like, you're not giving me peace. Yes, you're not giving me peace. You're not giving me peace. Please bear it in mind that this same woman you are marrying to, she's a human being, just as you are. She has the same flesh and feelings. Even I will tell you the reality that her feeling is even more higher than you are. Women's feelings is higher than men's feelings. Okay? Their feelings is more higher than we have. So I am telling us this hour, we men should please try to embrace this little teaching today. It will help us to manage our home very well. Number one, financial provision. Number two, read her emotions. Number three, hear her complaints. Number four, don't use abusive words on her. Number five, realize that this woman is your wife. You need to touch her. You need to touch her. You need to make sure that she's okay in bed. Okay? She is your wife. It is your duty and obligation to do this job. It is part of your job. It is what you as a man brought in your home. So a man is not a boy. You must fulfill your duty as a man. That is why I said it. As long as you're ready to marry, you're ready for responsibilities. Responsibilities comprises of these things I am listing right now. So if you don't do these things, there's going to be a problem in your homes. I tell you the truth. If you doubt it, check what is causing problem in your homes. Check what is causing problem in your own house. You will realize that this is one of the things. You don't even care the way she feels. You only you just want to know, give her the money, drop the money, and you leave, and you drop the money and you leave the house, and you don't even care if she's okay. And no, please, it's a high time we should build our homes. We have had much broken homes these days, and I believe addressing men will help us. We have talked about women, but in my next video, I'll still be doing a video, the little characters a woman should put in to make her marriage work more stronger. No matter how bad your wife is, apply these little principles to her, and you will be shocked that the woman you're calling a bad woman is not a bad woman. You're gonna be very, very shocked that that same woman you thought she's bad, she's not bad. You'll be very, very shocked that she's a very, very wonderful woman. Thank you. God bless you. I still remain Uchechukwu Williams. Have a wonderful day.